Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going to go on a quest for truth together. Yes, we certainly are. And we've got some mysteries to unsolve. We've got some fun things to look at. We've got lots of things to do here, and I want to welcome you all back onto the Starship Truth Quest, where we go questing for the truth. And we're all truth questers here, aren't we? Yes. If you're here, you're a truth quester. I'm going to grab number 3 because when you hit that thumbs up button, you get a lucky number. And there's Catherine Weiss, first one here. Hello, Catherine. Hello. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we got some things to talk about today. And thank you for coming along. Oh, it looks like Zoso Dude's on too. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to give him a call during the show. Maybe today, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But for right now, I'm going to share this out. And if you'd like, share it yourself on your favorite social media platform. I can't share on Twitter anymore because I've been kicked off of Twitter. I'm being shadow banned on Facebook, but that's where I share it. And I have a Telegram, but I can't access it. It's I can't get to it on this computer. It's not made for computers, only for phones or something. So there you go. Hoping that, you know, Truth Social comes on, and maybe I'll join that. I don't know. I'm on Rumble, but I can't put any more episodes on Rumble, and I can't even play any Rumble videos on this computer of mine. So right now it's just YouTube and Facebook for the old Truth Quest. So I really would appreciate it if you could share it out. Then more people would know about it because I've got limited reach. And I thank you in advance for that. So thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. All right. All right, friends. So nice to be back with you all here. And yeah. And you know what? While I'm at it, I think I'm going to share this to my Truth Quest page too. Now, I don't know if my Truth Quest page is being shadow banned as well. Probably is. I don't know. But yeah, there it is. So I have a new meme to show you today, friends, that I made. And I hope you like it. It's a very simple meme. A very simple meme indeed. And we'll get to that in a second here. As soon as this thing works for me. Okay, we're almost there, folks. Almost there. And while I'm doing things like this, I really can't see the chat. So I will be getting back to the chat momentarily. So if you're there waiting or saying hi, I'll say hi back to anyone who's here. And we'll see who's here when I get a glimpse at you. Boy, things are not, my computer's going kind of slow here, folks. I apologize. Maybe that's part of the shadow banning as well. I don't know. I hope all of you are doing just great. I'm going to go ahead and close some of these tabs. There we go. I think we're getting somewhere now. So I saw something, friends, and we'll get to that a little later, but I saw something on the ISS. I've seen it before. I saw it again, and it's just bizarre. And I'm going to show it to you in a little bit, but it's just freaky. I don't know really what it could be. It's something spectacular. It might have a simple explanation, but I really don't know how it could. So I'll let you be the judge of that. I will let you be the judge of that. Very interesting, a shocking thing that I found. It's just extremely out of the ordinary. Okay, now I can get back. That's all taken care of. Thank you for your, oh my goodness, Catherine Weiss, thank you so much for that wonderful, generous super chat. Thank you very, very, very much. And hello, Mud Rabbit. Welcome to the Truth Quest. Good to see you here. Yes. All right. So let's get this thing off to a good start here, shall we? Yeah. We got some fun things to show you. La, 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 la. And this is a nice one. This is, now I did not do this meme. This is a kind of a cool meme, and it's, you know, near the first of the year, so we can still show it. Hurry up, honey, it's about to start. It's aliens watching Earth 2022, like a TV show. And they're all excited about it, eating popcorn. Of course they would be. This is a historic time on this planet. Lots of evil is being revealed, brought into the light, as it were. And it must be a show for these folks watching us, you know? Probably getting high ratings in Alpha Centauri, I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised. There you go. I love that one. That's a pretty good meme, I'd say. So go ahead and screenshot that if you want. And yeah, I like that one. It's a nice cartoon style. It's funny. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I like the one with his hands up too, yeah. And I like that he's got the number 1 pointing and not some other, you know, devious symbol that some people always like to portray. Yeah, so that was a fun one. I have another little Elvis show coming up on Friday, a very brief one, a one-song gig. You gotta love those one-song gigs. But there it is. It's what it is. And it's close by, so that's nice too. Especially since my muffler needs to be repaired. And speaking of my muffler being repaired, you know, my tires aren't looking so good, but you know, I came across this today. And here's a novel idea. Here is a novel idea, folks. If you ever lose a tire, yeah. Farelli or Woodyear, look at that, a hunk of wood. Look at that. He's cruising along. You know, I wonder if he's able to drift with that on. In that case, it would be driftwood, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of clever. I think it would take probably longer to rig that up than it would to repair a regular tire, though. And isn't that a spare in the back, or is that the dead tire? I'm not sure. It's a unique fix for a problem, though. I thought that was kind of clever. I don't know how it would handle in certain kinds of, maybe in a dirt road it might go good. I don't know. It's going to wear down eventually. You know, it might start on fire too from all the friction. I would probably bet that it would start on fire eventually, but yeah, that's, although it looks like it's raining there, so it's raining. Isn't that weird? I thought that was pretty clever of that person. Very resourceful, I say. I don't think I would think of that. That's a pretty clever idea. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting, huh? Yeah, think of all the money you're going to save. You don't have to buy tires anymore. You just buy hunks of wood. Hey, there's Austin Morris. Greetings from Knoxville. There he is. Welcome to the show, Austin. Good to see you here. Yeah, very clever motorist there. Maybe he was camping when that happened, huh? You think? I don't know. I'd like to know the backstory on that. But anyway, I thought it was kind of cool, interesting. You don't see that every day. Yeah. So there you go. That's that one. We got some interesting ones for you today. And we also have that amazing thing that I found on the ISS. Here's a good one. FBI to host first annual, you know what date, reunion. FBI to host first annual, you know the date, reunion. I can't say the date because it's a trigger word on this platform. But there you go. The Babylon Bee does it again. I love it how they think they're so undercover, but they're just, I mean, I don't know, man. They're definitely FBI. Don't you think? It's amazing how that they're admitting now that there were commandos, secret commandos at that event. No kidding. We all knew that. We all knew it that same day. Um, wow, it takes a whole year for the news to actually get it right or to get something. It's rather frustrating, I'd say. But there you go. They're all celebrating because that's what they do. Sure do, don't they? Hello, Mod Podge, Mad Podge. How are you doing today? They're all wearing the same sunglasses. Yeah, same haircut, same short sleeve shirts. You know, they all, I mean, they certainly do not look MAGA. They're trying to look MAGA. Clones, that could be. Could be Mud Rabbit. Hey, Dark Brain. Feds love wearing short shorts. Who wears short shorts? If you dare wear short shorts, nair for short hair. There you go. They got to use nair. You know, that acid that you slather all over your skin and the acid burns the hair off and your skin if you leave it on long enough. I don't know, man. If I was a woman, I wouldn't use that stuff. That looks like painful. Same fashion sense, yes. It looks like a guy at Reno 9/11. Hello, David Warner. Welcome to the show. Yeah, there they are at the first annual, but we can't say the date, but it's right there in black and white. We better take it off the screen before their bots pick up on it and throw me in some kind of algorithm hell. Oh, Madpaj says, Aaron, we might be the only ones old enough to remember that Nair commercial. That could be. Hello, Artist 61. Good to see you. Did you get your book today? I'm just curious. I can't remember who and when I sent, but there you go. There you go. And thank you again, Catherine, for the very nice super chat. I really, really, really appreciate it. Because that's what makes the show happen. Yeah. So let's get into another one of these things. I love this stuff. You know, living up here in the cold, we got just trounced with snow today. It's been snowing all day and all night. It's snowing. We've got lots of snow. And there's ways to tell in the cold climate. There's ways to tell if you have mice. So here is, if you're living in the cold like I am, in a similar kind of house, you'll be able to tell if you have mice just by this simple diagram. Check it out. There it is. I think we have mice. The telltale sign of having mice. They have their own igloo entrance. So watch out. Watch out for those mice. They'll come right in there to your igloo. You know, I used to love making forts and trying to make igloos, you know, trying to get them to curve to get that top part. Never could get it completely closed. Pretty close. Yeah, we made lots of fun stuff in the snow. Yeah, stupid jingles from old TV commercials haunt my memory. Me too. Me too. Like the like that stupid song for that cigarette. Just a little millimeter longer, 101. 101s. They're just 1 millimeter longer than the normal ones. That's back when they could advertise cigarettes. But I don't advocate smoking them. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke, but I get burning mad. Ba-dum-pa. They make parkas made out of caterpillar fur. Oh, you mean the mice? Yeah, it could be. Yeah, you know who used to write a lot of the jingles was Barely Man Enough. I mean, Barry Manilow. Barely Man Enough. He did a lot of those. Hey, Sapo. He did a lot of those catchy songs for ads. Yes. Now my baloney as a first name is Oscar, and now the second name, that's a Mandela effect. It's now Meyer, not Meyer. I remember Meyer, Meyer, not Mayer. So I don't know. Oh, Austin, you have the same thing too. All those cigarette ads live in my memory, and I don't smoke. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Isn't that weird? I tried smoking when I was a teenager, cruising Hopkins in my Ratmobile. I I bought a box of Marlboros, and I was going to be Mr. Cool, smoking a cig, cruising Hopkins. And I'm driving, I light the thing up, and I inhale it as much as I can. And I don't know how I even maintained the car going forward because I was coughing my lungs out. And I thought, what the heck? Someone in the back said, you're not supposed to inhale it like that. What, were you supposed to exhale on it? What? And so I didn't smoke anymore after that night. And then the next week I was back at Hopkins again, had that same pack above my visor. I pulled it out. I pulled out one of those things and it was stale. I'm thinking, what? They expect me to smoke 20 of these in less than a week? What? You gotta be kidding me. So I just threw them away and I was done. That's all I needed. Yeah, horrible. I'm glad that I did not pick up that habit because it's a bad habit it's a hard habit to quit. Um, Tobacco is one of the most addictive substances on earth, nicotine. One drop of pure nicotine on your tongue can kill you. That's why I can't understand these people vaping, because all you need is one manufacturing fault and a drop of that stuff goes on your tongue, boom, you're dead. I don't know. It just seems. You had the pleasure of living in the Caribbean. Ah, so you got those stuck in your head too. Oh, it was always spelled Mayer, but pronounced Mayer. Meyer. Meyer. Yeah, I don't I remember it spelled the other way, but who knows, right? Puffing on a cigarette releases more endorphins than heroin? Really? That's another thing. Heroin, that's a nasty drug. Never tried that. Don't want to ever try it. But here's my question with heroin. Why did they name it the same name as like a female superhero, a heroine? You know, isn't that weird? That's why it's so addictive. Yeah, yeah. I remember there was, I think it was a teacher or someone I went to in school. I think it was a teacher, was trying to quit smoking, and they had this system, and they had to carry around. Everyone in the system had to carry around a baby jar full of ashes and cigarette butts and water, a little bit of water. So it's like soggy cigarette butts and ashes. And every time you have the urge to smoke, you take a lid off, take a big whiff, then you put the cap back on and go, oh, yeah. So there you go. Terry Hopper's in the house. Welcome, buddy. Yeah. So there you go. I also remember there was I had a girlfriend many years ago that was trying to quit smoking and got this system. It looked like a cigarette, but it had like the filter. You could like squeeze like flavoring stuff in it, and then you just inhale it, and you get like a rush of smell flavor. But she didn't want to use it, so there you go. My dad smoked Pall Malls, two plus packs a day, but he quit back in the late 80s when he got Legionnaire's disease, and he lived until last year, from 88 till then. Oh, thank you, Dark Brain. Gloria Paddock said to tell you hi. Oh, thank you. Hello, Celestial Soul. Good evening. Wow, look at that. A heart, an alien, and some stars. Very nice. Very nice. Well, let's find something else here for you, friends. Something of interest. License plates are interesting. Every state has a slogan. And here's an interesting license plate. La, 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 la. What do you think about that? There it is. I can't say it, but there's that word there. That's a good word. And this one here, live free or die. Look at that. That's New Hampshire. That's the New Hampshire saying on their license plates. Now, I know a lot of people in prison make license plates. I'm just hoping that in New Hampshire that's not the case. Because can you imagine being in prison especially if you're in prison for the wrong reason, like mistaken identity or something. Someone picks you out of a line and they're mistaken, but you get convicted. And then you got to make these license plates, live free or die. You got to see it every day. It's like, oh my God. I bet they have a high suicide rate at that prison if they do. That's kind of a cruel thing. But there you go, live free or die. I guess that's what the deep state wants us to do, huh? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, happy to hear you have an Elvis show coming up, Aaron. I'm actually prepping some stage lighting for an upcoming production right now. Good to listen in while I work. Oh, good. That's awesome. Brooks Agnew? Looks like I missed something there. Nicotine inhalers, yeah. Oh, wow, Terry Hopper. I can't prove it. However, I had Live Free or Die in my mind before I saw the pic. Ah, interesting. A little bit of foretelling there. That's interesting. All right, I thought that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. Here's a good one. Friends, we like to joke around a lot, but I feel sorry for circus animals, you know, because they work them so hard and it's hard on the animals and it's kind of cruel. And then sometimes, if they're lucky, they live through it and they get to retire at some place. So I think this is one of those places. Check it out. What do you think about that? Two tigers in a jacuzzi. Like I was saying, the circus is just one of my careers. The real money comes from Frosted Flakes. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that one. Tigers, yeah. Hey, Ralph is in the house. Hello, Ralph. Good to see you here. Oh, the dogs are restless again. I let them in early today, and that just wasn't. Now that I'm having dog issues again, friends. I don't want to complain, but it's getting bad. Oh, you have Where We Go One We Go All on a little bike plate on my cruiser. On your cruiser, you have a PT Cruiser, or is it like a bike? This reminds me. I heard about this guy that got pulled over by the police for speeding, and he was driving like a station wagon. And so, hello, Becky. So the cop pulls over his station wagon as he was speeding, and he says, "Hey, hello, sir. I'd like to see your license. Did you know you were speeding?" He goes, "Oh, I didn't know I was speeding." He goes, "Yeah, I'm just going to give you a warning this time." And he looks at the back seat in the back, and he sees it's filled with penguins. And the cop says, "Sir, what are you doing with all these penguins?" He goes, "Oh, I'm taking them to the zoo." "Oh, okay. Well, here's your warning. Get that thing fixed as soon as possible." A couple days later, he sees the guy again, and not fixed, but and he's speeding again. He pulls him over again. He says, "This time I have to give you a ticket." He looks in the back. He sees the penguins in the back again, and he says, "I thought you said you were bringing these penguins to the zoo." He said, "I did. Today I'm bringing them to the movies." Boom, bah. There you go. I couldn't resist, folks. I couldn't resist. I just couldn't. I couldn't help myself. It's just one of those things. Now, here's the meme I made, and I think I'm going to redo it in different colors or somehow different fonts or maybe with different graphics. But here it is. I had this thought the other day, and you know, it's important to know the meanings of words, know the definitions. Safe equals safe if you don't take it. Effective means if you take it, it is effective in the deep state's depopulation plan. So when you hear safe and effective, just keep these definitions in mind, because it's good to know the true meaning of the words they are spewing. So there you go. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, celestial soul. Oh, she had to put her 12-year-old collie down on New Year's Eve. Oh, she was in pain from her degenerative myopathy disease. I have one dog left, 11 years old, and will adopt one or two more soon. I love all dogs. Well, these are border collies. They're my son, so you'd have to talk to him, but he was teaching Daisy, the girl dog, to jump up on him, and I don't like dogs jumping on me, and she always hit me in the groin, and now Finn just did the same thing, and it knocked me, it was terrible. So you got to wear protection when you're working with these dogs, friends. Mr. Potter's Penguins, huh? Maybe that's where that joke came from, huh? Yeah, I'm very sorry for your loss, celestial soul. These dogs are border collies, and the female dog is a long hair, beautiful long hair. It's a lot of work, but it's beautiful. And Finn is the male is the short hair. So, and my son wants to keep Finn. I don't know where he's going to put Finn, but so we got to find a home for Daisy. And she's a sweet little dog. Sweet, sweet dog. Just a cuddle bum. Just a little cuddler. But there you go. I thought of that the other day. I thought, you know what? Safe and effective. They say that so often. We need to clarify just exactly what that means. So that's what I figured it means. Yeah, you know, all living things have a soul. That's what animates all living things, is an immortal spiritual being inside them that animates them. So they all have souls, just like us. There are breed-specific border collie rescue adoption groups. Maybe you should contact one. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mad Paj. I appreciate that. Artist 61, 1111. Awesome. It's 10:11 here. I'm in the central time zone. Yeah, I thought that was a good one. So I hope we got a screenshot of that one. Of course, you can always rewind it. Yeah, it'll be hard on them, but celestial soul. But I think when my son got the dogs, he was anticipating possibly having puppies, and I don't think that's ever going to happen. So it might be hard on them at first, but yeah, he does not want both dogs. When he had them before, he had a big farm. They could roam free all day long. They had their own access to the barn. And now he's living in town here, and there's just no space, I guess. Hello, Q Trendsetter. Good evening. And Abby. Hello, Abby. Well, there we are. We have our whole gang is here. Fantastic. Good to see you all here. Yeah, I was watching, quite frankly, tonight, and he had this little thing. People were calling in. What are your, if you're in the dating scene, what are your you know, what's acceptable and not acceptable? Because a lot of women who have gotten the, you know, JAB are lying, because men who haven't had that experimental, untested, dangerous experiment put in them, when they date these girls, and after a while they finally admit that they did, and then the guys drop them, they dump them, because for one thing, they lied, and for another thing, you know, they may be looking at having a family, and they don't know what kind of complications might come up. So apparently that's a thing. I know that, yeah, dating is such a weird thing these days. I mean, you have to ask questions like, so have you been a woman your whole life, or is this just a new thing you're trying out? Yeah, not even funny. Not even funny. Yeah, I don't know about, you know, I'll probably be single the rest of my life. You know, when anyone asks me if a woman asks me if I'm single, I just always say, well, I wasn't born a twin. Wasn't born a twin. There you go. Single. Yeah. And now here is this freaky thing, folks. I want to show you this. Or maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait. Let's do this one. You've all seen of course, the Great Pyramid of Giza and different pyramids, right? Is it up there? It must be somewhere. There it is. Yeah. So, and I've talked about this before, but I need to find out more information about what I read many years ago, and I believe it was in Omni magazine. I might even have that magazine in my boxes of stuff. That I read this article many years ago, back in the 90s, maybe the 80s, could have been the 80s, the mid 80s, late 80s, I can't remember. Sometime before the turn of the century. And so this guy was studying the pyramids in Egypt, and he went to a local, like a street, like a street flea market thing where you can sell your wares on the street, a street market in the area where he was staying in town in Egypt. And so he noticed this old man making these wooden hammers, and he had a mold, and he had crushed rock, like flakes of rock, and he had 3 different plants that he added to the crushed rock and mixed them all together. Those 3 plants mixed together created an acid that melted the rock and made it pourable. So you could pour it into the mold, and after it cured, voila, you have a stone hammer. Well, this researcher was so fascinated by this because, as you know, on the outer casing, which you can see at the top and there's some at the bottom, you can't even fit a human hair between the 2 seams where the 2 blocks meet. And so this researcher was very excited by this because this might be the way they did it. So he got permission from the antiquities people in Egypt to get a small sample from the outer casing. And he looked at it through a microscope, and he found trace elements of all three of those plants that that man was using in the stone, mixed in with the rock, trace elements. So there you go. That's probably how they did it. And you know, all you'd have to do is have a flat slab on the front and on one side, and then you pour it up until it reaches the same level as the next one next to it, and it's going to be perfectly flat. When it cures, it's going to be flat and level because of gravity. So that's why they're always so flat. And that's why you can't fit a credit card or even a human hair in between. I just saw a video recently. This guy did a very nice video, and he took real super close-ups of where these bricks or these gigantic megalithic stones come together. And it's so straight, and it's, you can hardly even, you have to zoom in it with a high detailed camera, and you can still only barely tell that it's a seam. It's not really a seam. So I think that might be how they did it, or some of the things that they did. Yeah, Mad Podge, yes. Peru too, yes. A lot of places. And also those heads over in Easter Island. You know, they could have just, you know, dug out into the mud, into the muck, and, you know, like a reverse sculpture, and then pour the stuff in and then tip it up. That could be how they did it. Yeah, I think that's a very interesting hypothesis. And I'm just flabbergasted that you know, I haven't heard anything since that article about that. But yet I've heard a lot of Egyptologists say, well, we just don't know how they did it. Well, they must not have seen that article, right? You heard molds yesterday? Yeah, well, good. I'm glad the word's getting out. It's about time. But yeah, I thought I'd bring that up because I thought, you know, that's an interesting thing. Those pyramids are so big, you know. According to Errol, the pilot of the Roswell crash, if you believe the book by Lawrence Spencer, um, Alien Interview, that the pyramids were like, she described them as kind of like a Western town. You know, for a Western, it's got the facades and everything, but there's nothing inside. It's just all for show. It was to get people to, instead of worshiping the soul, to worship something solid. And so, or God, to worship something solid, to, you know, to subvert their beliefs. So there you go. Yes, the interlocking pattern makes them earthquake proof. Yes, that's right, Austin Morris. It's very interesting. And you know, it's funny how these ancient civilizations that we have very little knowledge on, no knowledge, how did they do it? Here's these gigantic, you know, 20, 30, 40 ton stones, 500-ton stones from 500 miles away. But, you know, if you read the book that my friend Bruce Holmes published, Peter Gatilla's book, Contact with Beings of Light. We have had Peter Gatilla on the show. We're going to have him again too. And Mr. Albright as well. But she did a regression, and we talked about this before too, but she went back to Atlantean times. And she said they used these crystals, and they call them Firestone crystals, from deep within the earth, white or blue. And they put cuts in them, and they put metal on one end, and they could use them to light up caves. They could use them to carve mountains, carve stone, and they could use them to do all kinds of things. So Firestone crystals. by the different kinds of cuts they put into it. It depended on how much energy could be released by them. And you could carve a mountain with one if it was done right. Very interesting. Firestone crystals. So you could make things levitate too. So with these crystals, they could have made them, they could have cut them out with the crystal. They could have levitated them and placed them in place. And they really probably could have built it in a very short period of time by doing these type of things. Yes, that is William Shatner. Yeah, that's him right there, William Shatner. He every time I take off in my spaceship here, he jumps on board, trying to get in. And then he hangs on for dear life the whole time. You know, I can't let him in because if I open the door, the airlock will break and I'll get sucked out. Then he'll have to catch me, and it won't be a pretty sight. But he seems to like it out there. I think he's found his element. He's in his element. Coral Castle guy, yeah. Oh, crystal technology features in the George Powell movie Atlantis, The Lost Continent. Did they mention Firestone crystals and things like that? Because I've never heard that before. Yeah. See, ever since William Shatner went into space, he's always, he keeps jumping on my spaceship, and look how young he looks now. I think the space air is doing good for him. He looks really young, and he looks almost like he did back in Star Trek time. Go figure. It's almost as if I found a picture of him, cut it out, and pasted it up there. Oops. I blew the story. No, that's really him hanging on there. Very, very interesting. So let's get to this thing here that I want to show you. And that's this. So I'm watching the ISS footage, and this comes up. It's rectangle shaped. It's very bright. Okay. I don't think it's the sun. I really don't think it's the sun. Because when it gets up to about here, it flashes, a big flash, almost like a neutron star would do. So I don't know what the heck that thing is. I just don't know what it is. So we're going to do a little thing here. Whoa. Okay. Let's calm that thing down. Okay, look at that shape. Well, what kind of shape is that? That is not the shape of the sun. And the sun doesn't flash like a big, intermittent flashes. It doesn't do that. Is it a close spacecraft with the lights on? I don't know, but it's very curious. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the sun, maybe it's some kind of weird lens that makes it look that way. But why would it be flashing? And I'll show you the flashing. And the flashing is just a microsecond. And I want to show you the video. Hopefully I have it queued up. But the problem with showing video with my antique platform here is it's choppy. So you might miss the part where it's flashing. So maybe I'll have to show it over a couple times. But yeah, it's very strange. That could be the artificial sun that China claims to have made. I think they have that. Did they put that in space? I thought they had that here on the ground. Maybe it's in space. I didn't know. That could very well be. I didn't think of that. That's an interesting hypothesis. P.S. I quit smoking December 17th. Fantastic, Becky. Proud of you. Your lungs will clean up very quickly after that, they say. I know my dad lived many years after he quit. So let's see if we can get that little video up here. And then we have an old, we're going to look at an old case too that is very intriguing to me. Here it is. Okay, here it is, friends. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So, okay, you can see it coming up here. All right. Now I'm going to hit the play and we'll see if you can see it flashing. Now it's going to go up here when it gets to about right here. Oops. Okay, there it goes. Okay, it's going to flash. Oh, what's going on? Oh, geez. A commercial. You've got to be kidding me. Oh. Oh. Skip ads. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh. Now I lost the spot. Oh, how annoying. Oh. I wonder if I can find it. Oh, that's just tragic, folks. Just tragic. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, man, I had it all queued up. You saw it. Oh my goodness. So, unbelievable. All right, we're gonna try and find it here. I think it's possibly way back here. Possibly way back here. Let's watch this for a while. This will be nice. Okay. I don't know if it's coming up after this. No, I don't think it is. Oh, is that it? Okay, just to give you an idea, here is the actual sun, okay? I think. Is it? I think that was the sun. Oh boy. Oh, this did not work out like I wanted it to. Isn't that the way it always goes, friends? Boy, I tell you, maybe it's around here. The problem is it's a continuous live stream, so you can't just find the spot, right? Oh, wait a minute. I think it was. No, I don't know. Okay, see, there's the sun. See it right there? See, it's round. It's not square, not rectangle. See that? It's going to go behind something now, I think. But yeah, very bright. It's not flashing. There's no flashing. That square one flashes, or that rectangle shaped one. So I don't know. It's very bizarre. Let me check the chat here, see what's going on. So that's not the same scene, friends. That's the normal sun. It's not the same thing. Or, you know, maybe it was the sun we saw before, but yeah, so frustrating, friends. You know, I try to have everything all lined up, and boy, you know, there you go. There you go. I'm going to look for it one more time. If I can't find it, I'll just go to the next thing, okay? And I'm going to put the call-in information up pretty soon, too. So if you want to call in, I haven't put that up yet. I'll get right to that as soon as I try to find this darn spot. It's so frustrating. I'm probably not going to find it. But I'm glad you saw a little bit of it. And you can agree that it's very different than that. That's the true sun. So there you go. We're just going to put a halt on that. Oh yeah. Oh, all the planning, all that planning. I tell you, it's rough. It's rough, baby. Rough. Okay, so now we're going to go back in the annals of time. Back to August 3rd, 1965. Okay? That's when we're going to go back to. That's when this guy, Rex Heflin, took some pictures of a UFO that looks like a hat. Okay? All right, let's see if we can mess with this a little bit. Okay, I don't see a string or anything. He took several pictures of it. And maybe you've seen this one, but it looks kind of like a hat. There you go. But this is not a very good picture of it. So he took 3 pictures of it, and then he took a final picture which showed like a black ring of smoke. And I'll show you this montage of all the pictures that he took, which is a good way to show it. So here that is. And these are pretty good pictures for 1965. So he's in his truck here, and he takes this picture out of the window. And then this one over here. So here's the 3 shots right there. And here's the smoke ring. Isn't that odd? Isn't that strange? Now, smoke ring, black smoke ring. It doesn't seem like something an extraterrestrial craft might do. I might be wrong, but so maybe this is some kind of military craft, possibly. I don't know. Have you guys heard about this guy? Rex Heflin from Orange County. He was an Orange County Highway Patrol highway inspector. It was 12:37 p.m. Yeah. So he was he was highway inspector. And there he is, seeing something that he'd never seen before. And there it is. Very interesting, huh? You guys heard about that case? Yeah, it could be a 60s Ford pickup because it's 1965 was when it was taken. Yeah, you've seen the picture. Yeah, I just came across it again today, and I looked it up, and it's a very interesting case. Very interesting, but that's just pretty much all there is to it. It's just the one sighting and the 4 photographs. But I think it's a very important case. Check the mirror. Oh, to see what kind of truck it is? Actually, it's a van. Check the mirror. Yeah, look at that. Could be. You're right. He's a highway patrol guy, so it's probably a highway patrol truck of some kind. And it was the official vehicle that he drives on his duties. Oh, Ralph, you're in Paris, France. My cousin also lives here. You have a job in Paris, and your cousin is a model here? All right. Held back by the government. Oh, no. All governments should be governments by the people, and there needs to be a way to get the bad ones out if they get in there. Right? So there it is. Very interdasting, isn't it? Very, very interdasting. Yeah, strange stuff indeed. I thought that was great. Just a great little story. These old stories, I love these old stories because, you know, there's no way they were photoshopped, right? If they were hoaxed, they'd have to be like a model on a string or something you threw. And friends, one day when I was living at the campground, I had a little garage there and there's some stuff in the garage and I had a bunch of hubcaps in there. And I grabbed my camera. I thought, you know what? I'm going to throw these hubcaps and take pictures of them to see how much they look like a UFO. Because sometimes when I see pictures like this, I think, oh, someone just threw a hubcap, took a picture, right? So I threw these hubcaps. And you know how hard it is to throw a hubcap and then take a picture with a normal camera? This is before I had phone cameras many years ago. It's not easy, but I got some shots. And in every single picture, guess what it looked like? Guess what it looked like in every single picture? It looked exactly like a hubcap. It didn't look like a UFO. All that effort. So now I just don't think that anymore because I've tried it and it just doesn't work. It ends up looking just like a hubcap. There's no getting around it. So this looks like a metal hat, like some kind of hat. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Hello, Susan. Good to see you here. Yeah. And his name was Rex Heflin. Rex Heflin. And he looks like a pretty interesting, colorful character. Oops. Here we go. Oh, there we are. All righty then. So you can't even fake it. Well, it would just be more difficult to fake it back then. It would be very, very difficult. Yeah. So that's Rex Heflin. Rex Heflin. His 15 minutes of fame. I'll see if I got that picture of him up here. Yeah, there it is. Good. I'm glad I had it on here. Here he is. He's kind of a goofy looking guy. There he is. He's got a big old stogie. I don't know what he's trying to form there. A pyramid? Yeah, kind of weird. So that's the guy who took the picture. Looks pretty happy about it. Pretty exciting day for him. I mean, he's lucky he got pictures of it. Boy, in 1965 too, I suppose that was part of his job. He had to have a camera with to chronicle things that he found, probably. But unless you were a camera enthusiast back in the mid 60s, you weren't really carrying a camera around all the time, unless you were a tourist or something. I remember when I first got my first camera, I carried it around all the time. I tried to keep filming it all the time, but that's not easy to do. It wasn't easy to do because you have to buy the film and put it in. Then you have to get it developed, bring it to the photomat. Geez, I can't find those photomats anymore. Where did they all go? I just don't know. I haven't seen one in a while. My first camera was a Kodak 828 Pony. Kodak 828 Pony. And I was so excited. I got it at a garage sale. I was so excited. I went to the store to get some film for it. And they didn't make that film anymore. And I was like, what? I was just enthralled with this beautiful camera that I bought for 50 cents at a garage sale. And I was just, you know what? I was so upset. I wasn't going to accept it. So I got on the phone somehow, and I contacted Kodak, and I special ordered the film, and so I got several rolls of film over the years for that cool little camera. There you go. So even without the intranet, there's always a way, right? A brownie, those were cool. Yeah, I haven't seen it in absolute years, huh? Those are cool because you look down on them. Much like the pinhole camera that we made in photography class in high school. Peggy Dancer. Welcome, Peggy Dancer. Is Willie Fixit here too? Did I miss him? There he is. Willie Fixit. Good to see you here. Wow. People sneak in, you know. I wish there was like a bell that would ring every time a new person came in so I could check and see who's here. Yeah, so that's Rex Heflin. August 3rd, 1965. On that day, he became semi-famous in his area, pretty famous in his area, by taking those pictures of those flying saucers. Flying saucers. And another gentleman that took lots of pictures of flying saucers was Billy Meyer. Now, there's a podcast. It's called Open Loops. I highly recommend it. I highly suggest it. Check out Greg Bornstein's Open Loops podcast. He interviewed Michael Horn. Now, I interviewed Michael Horn years ago on my other show on Blog Talk Radio, which all those shows are now gone, which is sad. But so Michael Horn is the liaison or the representative that represents Billy Meyer. Now, Billy Meyer took crystal clear pictures of UFOs, thousands of them, okay? And movie footage too. Okay, this one was, let's see, Samji's beam ship during a demonstration flight. Photographer Billy, location, that's the name of his place, I can't pronounce it. February 27th, 1975. Yeah, look at that. And this one was when? March 29th, 1976. This one here has like bumps on it. And so it's not just one kind that he sees. And here's on the back, here's when it shows two in one photograph, which I think is amazing. The top one is exactly like the one I saw, like the sport model, very similar. And there's another picture. Two of them. Okay. Here's a better picture of that one with the bumpy edges. Okay. And that one was from 1976, March 29th, 1976. And this one here, it's by this tree. Now, the tree was affected by this, and it became very small and kind of disappeared. Something about being that close to that magnetic field, I guess. And here's the bottom of a craft. And here's another, what's this one? Oh yeah, you can see the top of it there at the bottom, see? Another craft. So Billy Meyer's been taking, like I said, thousands of these things. He's even got his movie camera set up to take this movie. And so the movie is behind him. He's in front of it with his still camera. So he's in frame of the movie. So he's taking pictures of these UFOs as they're off in the distance, moving around, all being caught on the camera. So, and a lot of people think, oh, you know, he just faked it. He fakes these things. Well, they did a documentary about this case. I highly recommend it, although it had, I think they had ulterior motives to doing this movie because they made him do things he didn't want to do, and they just stayed there until he did it, which is sad. Hello, Gloria. Welcome to the show. Is Jake here too? Oh, cute trendsetter. Hey, Jacob Waters. Good to see you. Special K. There she is. Yeah. Wow, we're all here. Fantastic. Now, I got this book years ago, and it's called The Henoch Prophecies and Still They Fly. There's the book. And it's by this guy, Guido Moosbrugger. Great name, huh? But it's not, wasn't bound very well. It's got a bunch of pages coming out of it. So there's all these pages that kind of flopped out of it. There's some interesting things in here. Interesting things. Now, so what they did in this movie, they wanted to prove that, or this is what they said, they want to prove that Billy wasn't faking it. So they said, well, we can't see any strings in any of his pictures, but maybe you can't see strings if you use like a thin, like a fishing line. So they asked Billy if he could take this long bamboo pole with some fishing line and a model of one of these ships that they made. And they wanted him on camera holding this thing to prove that, the string would be visible, thereby verifying his photos. He did not want to do this. He refused to do it over and over again. They finally talked him into it. But then, now that picture, people point at, look, oh, he's faking it. Look, there's a picture of him faking it. See what they do? And also, he would take his pictures and he'd send them in to have them processed and then get them back. Well, what happened was he had a lot of his pictures stolen because word got out, and of course, people who want to stifle this, they're going to be taking that stuff. But what they also did was they inserted fake pictures, or this is a picture of the of one of those models they made for that stunt. But take a look at this. This one on the bottom here is clearly plates glued together. See that? It looks like plates, doesn't it? But that is not to say that all of them are, because they made him do that. Now, this one up here flying, it doesn't look the same as that one. So, and the book does not say anything about this. It's just really curious. There's some photos that are so bad that it makes you wonder, but So it's a very interesting case. Here's some other pictures that are very hard to swallow, okay? Look at these ones. These just don't look real to me. And these also might have been switched out. I don't know. It looks like something someone made in their garage to me. Here's a close-up of these things. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah. Some of this stuff is dubious. Although most of his stuff is amazing. There's a few things that are in there that really make you shake your head. Here's one, and I believe this is the one where they were filming and he was taking pictures. There's three crafts there. And he's got movie footage too. So I'm sure you've all seen Billy Meyer. It's yeah. So yeah, Moose Brugger. So I don't know if Moose Brugger is a disinformation guy, or if he was, you know, a follower. But I don't know. Those pictures in here really make me wonder. And so not only does Billy Meyer have lots of pictures and photographs and movies of these things, he's also got like 45,000 pages of information they gave him, prophetic information that he prophesized and he was right about. Like a lot of things, and Michael Horn goes over these things. So check out Open Loops with Greg Bornstein. And I'm going to get the call information up here so we can get someone to call in and talk about some of this stuff so that we can get the convo going here. How's that sound? I say it sounds groovy like a record. I can only find where the well, that's odd. Where did that thing go? Oh, here it is. I got too much stuff on my desktop, folks. Okay, here we go. We'll give 2 numbers on the tap, mobile tap thing. 1 tap mobile. See if this will work. Here we go. And feel free to call in. There's your information. Okay, Mud Rabbit. All his pictures are archived on cyberspace orbit, but you have to go way back and dig to find them. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. But that's what they'll do. They will put bad pictures in with the good pictures just to discredit the whole thing, you know. Here's another interesting picture. Oh, am I still on here? Yeah. Where am I? That's not me. There it is. So confusing. There we are. Yeah. Look at that. Okay, that's May 29th, 1976. Okay. Again, close to a tree. And they want him to take pictures. They told him they want him to take these pictures. Here's a drawing of what's this person's name? some Samyes. So there she, oops, there she is. It's just a drawing. She looks very human, but she's a Plagiarin, not a Pleiadian, a Plagiarin. And so those are the people that Billy was talking with and dealing with and getting all that information from. So a very interesting case, and it's not talked about enough. I don't know why. No one's really talking about it. He's clearly got probably the most clear pictures of UFOs of anybody ever. Yeah. Samjes. Samyes. Not sure how you pronounce it. That's odd. Okay. New term for me, Plagiarin. Yeah, I'm probably not saying it right. It's not spelled that way, but Plagiarin. Plagiarin. Yeah. And gave him lots of information, took him out into space, took pictures, went back to, now there's a video out there, you can probably find it on the intranet, of someone going through some photographs that Billy took, and they took him on craft. They brought him up during the Apollo-Soyuz mission, and he said, hey, they're doing the Apollo-Soyuz. Can we go take a look at that? I'd like to take a picture. Sure, we'll bring you up there. So he got pictures of the Apollo-Soyuz from an angle no one else had. So there's some pretty good evidence. He also was shown a prehistoric planet. I can't remember if he said it was Earth in prehistoric times or in early lifetimes, or if it was another planet, but it showed a plant, and the plant had insect heads, like an insect head on it. And the Plagiarin told Billy that that's where insects came from. They come from plants. The plant grows like a little bug. It at some point detaches itself and continues its symbiotic relationship with that plant. If you look at insects now, they do have symbiotic relationships with certain plants, like say the monarch butterfly. They eat that milkweed, is what they are symbiotically attached to. So this is what they were telling him. And there's a photograph, it's a very interesting photograph. To dig that up and find it for you sometime. But very fascinating. And if you look at, now I'm not a scientist myself, but I do know that, you know, the cells of a mammal or an animal are sort of roundish or oval shaped, but a plant has like rectangle shaped cells. And insect cells are very similar to plant shapes of plant cells. So that might be a little bit of evidence to bring that. Now, Catherine Weiss messaged me and was talking about an article about fish falling from the sky when it was raining. It was raining fish. And so I guess that's happened around here too. Around, because we live by these big lakes. And sometimes when a tornado goes over on water, it becomes a water spout. And it sucks water, but not only water, anything in the water, including fish, way up into the sky. And then as the storm goes, it goes over and ends up landing on the land, and you got fish falling. And so that's how that happens. Very interesting. It for certainly would probably freak someone out the first time they see it, for sure. I know it would freak me out. So that was a good thing to bring up. Very interesting. Good night, Willie Fix-It. I hope your hand is doing better. Yeah, that's right. Now, how come I click on that and nothing happens? I don't know. All right. Phone lines are open and waiting for your call. So if you have a paranormal, everybody has something paranormal that happened to them, right? Everybody. We all have a piece to the puzzle, of the full disclosure puzzle. And we need to put it all together, and then we'll have a coherent picture of reality. Because disclosure is happening through us. One story at a time, one person at a time. And it's all accumulating. And we'll get to that 100th monkey effect pretty soon. And boom, it's all going to swing wide open. And it won't matter what these deep staters do with this controlled, lame, slow disclosure. Rip the Band-Aid off. We are adults. We can handle it, all right? We can totally handle it. All right. You know what? Here is the page 10 of the Awesome Possum book I'm working on, just to change things up a bit here. And so that's page 10 of the Awesome Possum. Do I have that in here yet? Yeah. And the words to that page are, "It's not his skills and fun things that are cool, it's the way that he treats both me and you." There you go. And I know I showed that last time, but that was without the bushes in the background. And I might add some more things to it too. It's not completely done yet, but you get the idea. So, and the story is about to take a big turn from showing off all the things, the stunts that he can do, and all the fun jumps and surfing and trick bike. But it's really how nice he is to others is why he is so awesome. That's why they call him the Awesome Possum, because he's nice, not because he can do all these tricks. So it's a good thing for kids to remember. It's good. It's a really good message for the kids, and working hard to get that out as soon as I can. Just like that. Yeah. There it is. All right, I got my little participants box up here so I can keep an eye in case if anyone calls in. Looking good. Thank you, Abby. And you like the colors? Thank you. I'm trying to keep it bright and happy. You know, because I think children should be happy, and you know, things that a child looks at should make them smile. It should make them feel good inside. It should make them want to be a good person and happy, because that's what it's all about. And we're all in control of our own happiness, aren't we? Yeah. Thank you, Peggy Dancer. Thank you very much. Beautiful colors and great illustrations, Aaron. Thank you. Yeah, so that's the awesome possum. He's pretty awesome. And, you know, I wrote this back in 2003, I think, 2002, 2003. So still not published yet. So hopefully it'll be soon. Oh, not this new weird ugly stuff, Abby? Yeah. Yeah, some of that new stuff is kind of weird, isn't it? We need to get back to the fun stuff, the cool stuff. Possum is most awesome. Thank you, Mud Rabbit. Yeah, he's a fine, upstanding citizen. Best friend to all. And I'm sure if he were in the chat, he would be chatting up a storm with all of you. Yeah, good old awesome possum. Let's see. Yeah, boy, we got a lot of snow today. Wow. Thank you, Celestial Soul. Love the awesome possum's tail and ears. Great illustration. Thank you very much. Yeah, I redesigned him. He was different looking before. And I wanted him to be a little bit cuter. So I worked on it until I got something I thought was pretty okay. And so I'm re-illustrating the whole thing again. You know, I had it all done. I thought, oh, I gotta get this thing published so I can get this into hands of kids. And because I really think that they need something like this to help them with manners and chores and everything. So we'll see. But I want it to be good. So I'm taking my time doing it a little bit more diligent with it. There's still a lot of things I can see I want to change on this too. So, oh, you got your book, Artist 61. Awesome. I thought you would get it. Yeah. Thank you very much. And the book she's talking about, friends, is the Popple book. And that's this book right here. And these are the books I'm giving away. And you know what? Why don't we give one away right now? Because I'm feeling the Zoso dude, the Zoso dude vibes, where he gets such a kick out of giving away stuff. And so let's see, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Let's see. Is it going to be email again? Yeah. How about the second person to email me wins this book, and I'll send it to you for free. It was endorsed by Jeff Foxworthy, who we met. And he's a great guy. They help the children's hospitals. There's the author, Judith C. Johnson in Green Bay. And there's me, the illustrator. And it's a fun book. It's a non-prejudice book. It comes with a dust cover, and the dust cover has a little bookmark if the kid wants to get a bookmark. So I added that at the last minute. I thought, oh, would be kind of cool. So here you go. I'll show you one of the pages here so you can get an idea. Oh. So here you go. And they're all dancing around. There's Ollie the Owl. Now, Jeff Foxworthy endorsed this, and Jeff Foxworthy agreed to be the voice of the owl because we were talking to the Disney company, And they were thinking about doing this as a movie or an animated feature or something. So, but anyway, yeah. I mean, this is a pretty good page. I like this page where he meets the owl and he's asking him if he'll be his friend. And all these critters, they don't want to be his friend because he's a people. But in the end, the wise old owl figures out, you know what? He's not a people, he's a popple. We can be friends with this boy. So let me go check my email. It's Hot Games and Puzzles, Hot Games and Puzzles LLC at gmail.com. Oh, I got to open up my email. I didn't even have it open. How do you like that? So they should be in there if anyone responded yet. And I usually get them out fairly quickly too. And the reason that I'm able to give this is because we got that very generous super chat from Catherine Weiss. Thank you, Catherine. No, Mud Rabbit, you're first. Mud Rabbit is number 1. Okay, trying to get that book for my grandkids. You're the first responder. So if you send another one, you'll win. There you go. All you got to do is send another one really quick and you win. You won. Right? All right. We're just waiting for that second one to come in. Who's it going to be? Mud Rabbit wants it for her grandkids. And it's Mud Rabbit. Woohoo! Mud Rabbit wins. Yay! Mud Rabbit. You won. So, you won. There, I send you a quick message. You won. So, I'm not sure if I have your address or not. I think I do have your address. But why don't you send it to me again so I have it and I'll be able to send that to you. I'll get that off to you. And I hope it, so Artist 61, did it come okay? Was it all beat up or it came in pretty good shape? I hope. Love my book. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Gloria. I'm glad that you like it. Yeah. Yeah, Mud Rabbit. I'm glad you won, Mud Rabbit, because you're awesome. Yes, she does deserve it. I agree. I agree. You know, folks, I do pay the hope tax. I pay the hope tax. And so the hope tax, see, they're taxing our hope. They're not only taxing the things we buy, the things we earn, the money we earn, the money we pay for to buy things, they also are taxing our hope. But I do pay the hope tax. In other words, I buy lottery tickets. So when I buy a lottery ticket, if I ever win, like, I've won a lottery before, and it's always a hassle when you win the lottery because you get all these new friends and all these relatives come out of the woodwork and say, hey, I heard you win the lottery. And, there I am with all these people and relatives and friends all, trying to get a piece of the pie. And I have to tell them, I said, quiet down, folks. I'm really grateful for the response here, but it's going to be hard to divvy up that $2 winning winning ticket between all of you. So yeah. But if I win the big one, not just $2, if I win the big one, I'm going to give Mud Rabbit and Dark Brain a nice little package of moolah. How does that sound? Because you guys rock. Now, so I hope that happens. It hasn't happened yet. I think I have to start using my own numbers, picking my own numbers. You were 6 numbers away from the jackpot last week, yeah? Yeah, you know, I'm working on my second million. Did you know that? I'm working on my second million. I didn't make my first million, so I'm working on my second million. That's actually a joke from Hee Haw, believe it or not. That's a Hee Haw joke. That's how far back I'm reaching for a joke. I think you can purchase these at his merch store, can't you? No. My merch store only has t-shirts and hoodies and onesies and things like this. The books, they're just here. I have them here. Yeah, Hee Haw was pretty good, wasn't it, Gloria? Yeah, very funny. Yeah. My mom was rock and roll, but my dad was country. Oh, Peggy Dancer says, I'm going to order through your store. My email, etc., is messed up. Okay. Yeah. And these books are $16.95 retail. In the store, $16.95. They're not in many stores though anymore. They really aren't. And you know, I donated a couple of these books to the local dentist where I go to the dentist. And the last time I was in there, all the books were gone. I said, "What happened to the books?" We took them out because of the pandemic. Oh, really? Just think if we ever have a real one. This is not a very good dry run. They can't get anything right. So yeah, it's a non-prejudice story, the Popple book, and Peggy Dancer, the Mud Rabbit, you are going to love it, and your grandkids are going to love it. Oh, you're harmonizing. All right. But you met another and you was gone. Yeah, that was great. And now we're going to salute, you know, small town USA, population 42, salute, right? All that kind of crazy stuff. Oh, friends, I almost forgot. I want to show you this. You know, I don't know what this is, but I got to show you. Check this out. I'm getting these bruises again on my arm. See that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's bruises. Now, I don't do anything with this part of my arm, and there's usually nothing ever on my arms. And, you know, I've been checking and there's been nothing. Then all of a sudden, yesterday, these show up and let's see. Look at that. Look at that one. Isn't that weird? Look at that. I don't know how I got that. So, you know, the question is, oh, Does he think he's being abducted? I don't know. No clue. Maybe they're just, real heavy spiders. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I should get a trail cam and just put it in my bedroom, huh? See what happens. I'll probably see, like, maybe I shouldn't do that because I keep picturing, okay, as soon as I fall asleep, all the spiders come onto my face and they're just all like doing whatever spiders do. But yeah. Who are you fighting in your sleep? Nobody. I don't sleep with anybody. I live alone. It's just me, myself, and I, all three of us here. So there you go. Oh, look at Aaron show off those buff biceps. No, I haven't been. I have not been working out. I forgot to flex, right? So I haven't been working out at all. But there you go. There's my flex. How do you like that? Now I have to work out so I can be more impressive that way. I used to have much bigger muscles. I was a bodybuilder when I was in my teens, and so I got pretty strong. Now I worked at a place out here years ago called the Ironwood, where I would design and make metal things for your garden and whatnot. And I would design them and make them. Hello, Sopranos Fan 11. Good to see you here. And, I started to have to buy new shirts because my arms got just huge from lifting all this metal every day. And my arms just got huge. And because we get a shipment of like 3,000 pounds of metal and they just dump it on the ground, then I have to go and pick it up, bring it in, cut it up, put it into the areas where those size pieces need to be. And so I'm lifting it all day, and it's like 3,000 pounds worth. Not all at once, of course, but there you go. My muscles just got huge, and my dad had huge muscles too. Do you have anemia? Are you talking to me? I'm for you getting that camera set up so you can see who's getting you at night. Yeah, I would really like to know. Oh, Andy Social's here. Hello, Andy. Good to see you here. Oh, do the Elvis flex. Yeah. Yeah, I got a one song gig coming up on Friday before the show. So hello, Sandy Sue 22. Good to see you here. Yeah. Awesome. We got lots of people here. Lots of people here. Okay. Let me see what we got for you. Here's something good. There is the Aurora Borealis, high above the Earth, 450 miles above the Earth from the ISS. Look at how pretty that is. Look at that, folks. Just gorgeous. I love that. It's that emerald glow of the Aurora Borealis. There's some red up here, some blue, some green. I haven't seen any white on here yet. Oh, this looks like it could be white over here and here. I usually see white when I see Aurora Borealis. I've only seen color a couple times. It's usually white, and they're like shards of light coming down and moving, and ooh, it's like a movie or something, like a special effect. So that's pretty cool. All right. Above your post, Special K. I think I missed something here. I'm going to scroll back and see if I can find out what you guys are talking about. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or it's hard for me to keep track. Avocados. Yeah. Yeah. Now, the Popple books that are for sale on Amazon are not from me. Those are, see what the books benefit the children's hospitals. So we've given many cases of these books to children's hospitals, you know, and I guess we were thinking they would just give one to every kid as they come, but it turns out they don't. They turn around and they sell them, or someone who works there takes them and sells them. I don't know, but it's been very frustrating trying to sell these. There's just so many so many books, so many of these books out there now, and they're just selling them. It's really sad. And you know, I had to pay a lot of money in storage fees for these books over the years, and there's really no way I'll ever recoup my money that I have spent on these. But it is what it is. So there you go. Yeah. So yeah, I was trying. You know, I have a Hot Games and Puzzles Facebook page, and I had a store, like a Facebook store, and I never sold anything, not a single thing from that store. Then they changed their thing, and you have to sign up and pay this to. It's like, I'm not going to pay something for something I've never sold anything on. You know, I don't know. What song will I be singing? Happy Birthday. That's the song I'll be singing. And it's for someone I sang Happy Birthday 2 years ago. So it's going to be a big surprise. So I can't say who it is, in case they're watching. Yeah, I've tried to sell online. I really have. I've knocked myself out trying. I must be doing something wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I've tried all that. Nothing seems to work. You know, someday maybe I'll have a partner and the partner has skills I don't have, and then everything will open up. But I'm just somehow, and I'm a good salesman. I sold 4 timeshares in one day when I was selling timeshares. I sold cars, I sold lots of things. eBay is new. I've never done eBay. I've never even, I looked at it once. I thought, oh, I don't know. I had an Etsy shop where I was, you know, making all my stuff, and I had these wooden cars. Check this out. They're called flipsters, right? And they're made out of hardwood. You know how hard these are to make? And there's a little sticker on the bottom. Hardwood wheels, flipsters. And they got this little thing on the back, and you flip them, and they flip. They're fun and they're fast. I put graphite between the wheels and the axle. So they're all hardwood. They're very solid. But again, I had an Etsy shop. I set this Etsy shop up and couldn't sell a darn thing. So I canceled my Etsy shop after a long time of paying them money and not selling anything. So yeah, I must be doing something wrong. I don't know what it is. And then, you know what else is frustrating for a small toy company like me is, you know, I live in this area that there's a lot of tourists, but and I'll come up with a product like Flipsters, and I'll even do a commercial. I'll make a video commercial, and I've got that, and I'll show them the product. I'll show them the video, and you can use the video. And no, they don't want it. They'll carry the stuff from China, but they won't carry the stuff made right in their backyard. Frustrating. You know, another store, they sell things. What do they call it? Free trade, right? So I wanted to sell something in that store. No, we only do free trade. People who make stuff, you know, in other countries. Well, I'm making stuff, and I'm in this country. What? Yeah. I don't know. And you know what, friends? Thank you, Special K. Dang it, those are cute cars, Aaron. I question that parents spend on kids today. Sad tech is more important than a good book and a decent toy. Yes. Yeah. Check this out too. And so you can, with a Sharpie and colored pencils, and some stickers, I created this for my Flipster. So you can decorate them. And they're fun. They're a lot of fun. And here's one. This one's kind of cool. Look at that. But the kid can get creative and make whatever kind of patterns or things they want on the car. And I even had this, I don't know if this is going to be lit up enough, but there's, let's see. Yeah. Flipsters, handcrafted in Door County, Wisconsin, made from raw hardwood. Collect them all. Super fast. Hardwood wheels. See, and there's like a little. Whoa! They're crashing all over the place. See, there it is. Hardwood wheels. Yeah. So it's frustrating trying to start a company when all these store owners are so used to buying stuff from reps, and you know, it's discouraging. So, but I keep trying, you know, let's keep trying. Thank you, Artist 61. Yeah. Had a snappy little commercial for it too, with some cool music, and I got one local shop to carry it. They're not in existence anymore because the pandemic destroyed them. And they did carry it, but they wouldn't mention it on their Facebook page. They wouldn't play the video on their Facebook page that I sent them. It's like, if I had a toy store and there's a local toy maker that was even making commercials, you bet I'd show that. It's like, why wouldn't you? I don't know. Frustrating. But I'm also doing this on zero budget. So it's tough it's tough when you're, you know, just doing it like that. Yeah. Oh, Mud Rabbit, I painted wooden soldiers for Christmas with nail polish. Made a nice finish, then sealed it. Oh, cute. That's cool. Yeah, I love making stuff. And the idea of making a toy that a kid will play with, well, like the super cubes. You know, the super cubes are great. This one's, you can't see it because it's green. That one in here, another green one. What color is this one? Now these ones, these did sell very well. They sell really, really well. They're only in one store now though, and it's a coffee shop, so it's not really a toy store. And they put it way up on a high shelf because they don't want kids throwing them. So they don't sell very many. But one of my stores sold 101 of these in one day. Can you believe it? There you go. Anyway, there's that. There is that. Here's another really cool shot of the Aurora Borealis. Check this one out. Look at that. This one's just a little halo there. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? But I wanted to do this to this picture to see if we can find something, because I love discovering things or trying to discover things. I don't see anything unusual. Do you? I don't. But it's still pretty. Bring it back. Reset all. There we go. That's it. Aaron, maybe contact Mike Lindell's New American Made Products website. They invite sellers to list their wares. That's interesting. Thanks, Dark Brain. Oh, you tried to call in. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm so busy watching the chat. Okay, I'm looking at it now. Call in again. Call in again, Special K, or anybody. Yeah, if you just try it again. I'm watching it. I'm pointing right at it, and I'm watching it. So I will let you in as soon as someone comes in there. Again, I wish it would ding when it does that, because on my little screen here, I can't see very much. And there's so many things open. Thank you, Mud Rabbit. So she put the link there for the Zoom. So yeah, call in again. Is that one a mess? It looks okay to me. Oh, the one is, I think people are used to that now. Yeah, Becky, yes. Well, if you put a child's name on the toy, you've sold that toy. Well, but yeah. You know, I spent my whole childhood never finding my name on anything because it wasn't a very popular name at the time. But the minute you put a name on a toy, then you can't sell it to anybody else that has a different name. And I just don't have enough resources to make one of every name. And with all the crazy names they got now, I don't know. Yes, I do understand that, like on books and stuff, but it's kind of difficult to do the way I'm doing this stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking at the call-in window here. I got it open, so feel free to call in again. I'm very sorry that I missed missed anyone that called in, and I apologize. I wish it would ding. You know, maybe if I had like some other kind of software or something, it would do that maybe. I know when I'm watching Red Pill, sometimes he'll hear his music going very light in the background. And I think that might be telling him something. So I don't know. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. So Mud Rabbit wins the Popple book. And remember, there's also Popple's Place. There's 2 Popple books, Popple and Popple's Place. So after we give away a few of these, some more of these Popple books over the next few shows, then I'll be able to auction off the or sell or give away the Popple's Place. Put a little "Where We Go One, We Go All" license plate on the Flipster cars. There you go. That would be cool. Yeah. Yeah, the kids can paint it any way they want. Now, I joined this group on Facebook, friends, a while ago, and it's called Trump Rocks. And it was for, they paint these rocks and they place them different places in public. And so that was kind of cool, Trump Rocks. So anyway, yeah. Says it's busy. Says it's busy. I didn't see anybody in the participants. Are you using Zoom? Are you trying on Zoom? Are you trying on my phone? No one's called on my phone either. So it's not on my phone. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's not working. It's obviously not working. Perhaps a stencil could be put in a package. Yeah, maybe, but that adds cost. And yeah, I've had lots of ideas. You know, I was going to sell them with the paint. So I bought a bunch of these little paint things, and then they all started to dry out. It's like, oh man. Oh man. Yeah. It's tough. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mad Podge. I didn't, now I know. That's interesting. Yeah. Hmm. We need Moriarity rocks. There you go, Ralph. Hey, yeah. Cool. Thank you. Says it's busy. I don't know how it could say it's busy. You're in the queue until I open it up. Yeah, you know, I had an idea a couple years ago for a toy, and I made a bunch of this stuff up. It's something I could make here in my own house, and I brought it out there to sell, and I couldn't sell it. It was a slime product. Oh, there we go. And I'll show that to you at some point. And now we got someone in here. And so there's just a number on there.
It's me, Aaron. It's Gloria.
Hello, Gloria. Good to hear you.
I haven't done too many Zoom calls, so it was just like I was just trying to figure that out. I'm gonna unplug you from that, so I'm not getting the delay there.
Okay. Wow.
And so
well, welcome.
Yeah,
welcome
I made
aboard.
it through.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
So what's new?
Oh gosh. Well, how was your holiday?
It was very, very holiday-ish. How was yours?
Mine was a little delayed. My stepfather's been in the hospital, he's in rehab, so it's been kind of delayed. But my New Year's was good. I got to go to former coworkers' house party, so we had a good time for that.
Okay. If my memory is correct, you're the last one in your family that's a pureblood. Is that right?
Oh, I think I'm the only one.
Wow.
I tried. That's why I believe my stepfather's in rehab because of blood clots.
Oh.
So yeah.
That's what my dad died from.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just like, you can talk to your blue in the face, but it's like even where I work in a medical office, and yeah. And it's like the doctors, the nurse practitioners, the people. I think I'm the only one. And we'll have to say there is one physician assistant, and I think she's with us. The rest are like, oh, I got to get my booster. I got to allow us. It's like, oh my God, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And like when I went my primary care like 6 months ago, and she said, well, have you gotten your jab? And I'm like, no. And when I'm leaving, she said, well, we'll see you in 6 months if you're still here. So it's like, oh my gosh.
If she's still
yeah.
They're so sure
So
of
I'm
themselves.
like,
They're so sure of themselves.
Oh, hey, they're the ones that are going to be surprised.
I know. It's so sad. I give you a lot of credit for working in the medical field. I could never be a doctor because I just don't have the patience.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been trying. When all this mess started, on the weekends I was working in a grocery store. So I was working medical office and grocery store, and I was one of the handful of people that wasn't furloughed. So we have 7 offices. So there was just like a handful of us trying to run the whole business. It was not fun.
Wow.
And then on the weekends, watching these little people come in like, and they would wear gloves. They would wear rubber gloves that had holes in them, and they were filthy, nasty, dirty. I'm like, those things are worse than if you weren't wearing gloves. Fighting over toilet paper and whatever else they could find, Lysol or whatever.
I think throwing toilet paper in trees is a done thing now but you know what? People throw toilet paper in like trees and stuff. They toilet paper places.
We used to TP trees. Oh, I remember that when we were kids.
So I wanted a teepee. That's what I wanted.
Well, there you go. So I will have to say this. Go ahead.
Sorry. No.
I was going to say this New Year's Eve when my coworkers, she had a house party. She's Greek, so she's feeding the world, But one of the other former coworkers was fixing her drinks for her. So she didn't make it to midnight. She kind of passed out on the couch.
Oh no.
So we did a lot of fun pictures with her, bringing back our youth, I guess.
So you did what? You had painted her face with lipstick and stuff, or what?
Well, I didn't. But they were, and her husband was there, and her daughter. Her daughter's like, I'm not happy with this, but her husband was fine with it. It was like,
oh no.
We have fun.
That's wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't go anywhere for. I don't think I went anywhere for New Year's Eve. No, I don't.
I'm sorry, you broke up just a little bit there.
I don't think I did anything on New Year's. I think I just worked on my book.
Oh, well, that's something, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, being creative. I mean, I do a little bit. Yeah, I know you're very, very talented. I just a couple of years ago, we did like where they do where you go to the little places and drink wine and paint and that kind of stuff. Went
Oh, yeah.
with my sisters, and Nancy said, "Oh, you're pretty talented." So she bought me all these canvases and paints and everything else. So I've done a little bit, but I do a little bit of photography and stuff too. But it was just kind of I do just for family and friends. I'll just do like a painting or something like that. So, but
Painting
that's
is
about
fun.
it.
I bet you have
It
fun.
is. It is.
It's and you can create anything you want. And so, what kind of paints do you use?
Acrylic, just
Okay.
acrylic right now. Yeah, but
If you if you want, sometime you should try oils, because
okay.
oil paints are pure pigment. So when you mix them, you get a true mixture. Like you can mix yellow and blue and get a true green. Whereas
Okay.
whereas with acrylic, you have it's not pure pigment. It's
No, you get different shades of green and different shades of
yeah, it
everything else.
kind of
It's
gets
like,
has this muddiness. So you have to get the
hmm
colors, but so that's the big difference. And the cleanup is a little bit tougher because you got to use turpentine or something like that. But oil paints are it's a whole different thing. And I used to oil paint with my mom, and the first oil painting I did was Uncle Sam. The I Want You
oh,
poster.
cool.
I don't know whatever happened.
Oh,
I think I sold it, but
oh, that's cool.
so Gloria,
That's
I can't
cool.
have you on here and not ask you if you've ever seen a UFO or had any experiences that were strange.
No, I haven't. Well, no, I haven't. I really haven't. Mm-mm.
Really? Really?
Yeah. The only thing strange I know is I can't wear a watch. They stop on me. I
Really?
can water. I can water witch,
Ah,
but I've never seen a UFO.
okay. Well,
But
you might be lucky because it's not as fun as people think it is. It's not fun.
okay.
It's not fun. It's kind of scary, kind of spooky
Hmm.
to see something that's not supposed to be there. I was freaked out when I saw mine during daytime. It was
Wow.
freaky. Yeah.
I guess if I looked up more, I mean, I'm working all day long, but I live like right across the bridge from the MacDill Air Force Base. So I've got, I mean, there's
Oh,
a lot. I'm right by 3 airports here. I live right on the water. But
wow.
well, you live on the water too. You're northern. I'm in Florida, so.
Oh, yeah. We got snow here. Yeah, we got weather you have to shovel.
Well, but I grew up not. I was born in Cleveland, but I lived in northern Indiana in Elkhart many years ago. So like so I'm not too far from where you are now. Growing up, a little, yeah. Are you there?
Saw your what errand? So Abby says, saw your what errand? I don't know what that means. I must have said something. But so you water witch and watches stop on you?
They always have. I can't wear a watch.
Now, how about a compass? Does a compass go freaky on you?
I've not really dealt much with compasses, so I really couldn't tell you. But no, and I didn't even know I could water witch. It was years ago when I lived in North Carolina. The well guy was coming out, and how they do the little copper things. It's like an L copper thing. You just kind of hold it, and when you walk across where the water is, they cross.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't do that. I mean, I'm one of the ones that can do that, so it's kind of neat. Yeah.
You have some kind of powers then, huh? Some kind of
I have no idea.
talent.
But I can't wear watches. I mean, I've tried. They just stop. A regular, remember the old windy watches?
Yeah.
Would probably last about 15, 20 minutes, and they just died.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of freaky. Now, I know Stan Romanek, he would make street lamps turn off when he walked near them.
Huh. That's
And
neat.
light bulbs would go out when he walked near them.
I don't have that, but I think these people that are getting the job are connecting to like the internet and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Are you there?
It's really quite sad to see these people being.
It is. I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry, but
no, we need to laugh. We need to laugh.
They're
laughing at us.
Graphite stuff and all that. I mean, they're. Oh my gosh, if they only knew what they were putting in their bodies. I mean, it's just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, I think there was a meme. It's something like, if you ever wondered if your friends and family and neighbors would comply during World War II in Germany, now you know. They will comply, a lot of them. It's very sad. But it's mass formation psychosis, right? Where they whip people up with this flurry of fear.
You're breaking up just a little bit there. I'm sorry. It might be I'm on my earbuds here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, my phone, I actually slammed it in the car door, so it is.
Oh.
I have to get a new one.
Oh, it's good thing it's working now.
Well, it is. The case saved it. I had it in I wear scrubs to work, so it was in my jacket, my pocket of my jacket, and I slammed it in the car door. So it's like the only time I can hear on my phone is if I put the earbuds in. So we're on earbuds right now.
You know what I don't understand about these phones is, why are they making them out of glass? Why are they glass? And then they put a glass cover over it, a thinner sheet of breakable glass to protect the other breakable glass. Now, I had a phone from Walmart. It was plastic. It had a plastic screen. It was very strong. I could drop it. Nothing happened to it. These are junk. And I don't know. I think if Steve Jobs was still around, they wouldn't be making them out of glass right now. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
They shouldn't make it out. They got very, very tough plastics now. No reason for it. Yeah. So what else is on your mind and thinking? What are you thinking about lately? What's your outlook for 2022?
Oh, we've got to fix 2020 before we can go ahead. We can't go ahead until we fix 2020. And I think a lot's going to be happening, especially after the first of this year. I'm hopeful that all this mess is going to be fixed and that all these evil people are going to come to light. I mean, the deep state is pretty deep, and they're really fighting hard. But Trump won, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah.
And we're just gonna, even talking about that, even with people at work, there's so many people who have not a clue of what's going on in the world. They really don't. It's just amazing.
I know. Well, maybe we could get some hackers to, hack into the CNN feed and put Red Pill 78 on there, and quite frankly, and all these other shows, just inundate them with this. They'll go, well, what's this? Oh, this is interesting.
Well, I would say CNN and Fox and all those others, they're going down.
Yeah.
They are going down. They're gone. They're done. Yeah.
I think Trump might buy them when they go down really low. Buy them and then restock them with good people and redo them, put them back up there. But yeah, I think that we're moving away from TV and moving towards the intranet anyway. So
Yeah, I haven't watched TV and I couldn't tell you when. I don't even turn it on.
me too. Yeah.
Don't even turn it on.
Mine isn't even connected. I don't have an antenna.
Mm-mm.
I have artwork in
Mm-mm.
front of my TV. In fact,
There you go.
some of my old episodes, I had what I called the TV art challenge. And that is to get a piece of canvas or something the size of your TV or a little bigger, make a nice painting or buy a painting and put it in front of the TV. And whenever you want to watch TV, you get to look at the painting. And if you get
There you
tired of
go.
looking at the same painting, do another painting and switch them. That way, you'll get much more enjoyment out of your television. You won't get any fear, and you'll get art. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing they're good for, to hang art on. That's
Or collect dust.
yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I haven't. Even here, I'm like now at my condo. I'm here at the clubhouse, which I probably ought to go home soon because 1 o'clock in the morning here.
Oh no. Okay. They're gonna lock you out?
The little. Oh no. I've got a key, but I'm just here by myself in the clubhouse. But people come down. They come in and turn on the TV and watch CNN or whatever. But even, I mean, last year, the election night, that was the night I turned off Fox. I don't even watch Fox anymore. It's just like, no. Mm-mm.
Well, Disney owns Fox.
Yeah.
Bought them a couple of years ago, so they're slowly changing it. It's going to be just like CNN pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's their plan.
If there's anybody left.
Yeah. Might not be anybody left. There might not be anyone left.
Yeah.
All right.
I tell you, in earlier this year, I had some people got me connected on Telegram. I follow a lot of channels on Telegram too. There's a lot of good people on Telegram. I don't know if you ever get on there or anything.
I'm on Telegram. I think it's Telegram, but I can only get on there. I can't get on my computer, and that's where I do all my stuff on my computer. But I have it on my iPad. But my iPad's full and it won't open, and I don't know how to get things off of my iPad because I've got like videos of my granddaughter on there, and I don't want to delete them, and I don't want to put it on some kind of mystical cloud somewhere. I don't trust that. Right. So I'm trying to figure out how do you get this thing stuff off of there. I can't stand the iPad. It's a worthless piece of junk, if you ask me.
I like my iPad, but mine is dying. It's like I've taken almost all my apps off.
There's
in my computer, because when I edit on my photography, I use the Adobe Creative Cloud, but my Mac is dying too. The processor is going, so it's just like, so I've got my phone, my iPad, and my computer. Like, no. Yeah, but it's like too, like the pictures, like you're talking about, it's just like, oh my gosh. But I deleted a lot off of there, and the Telegram does take up a lot of memory on the iPad, but it's like bare. Sometimes I can't even get it to almost turn on. It's just like. So,
yeah, that seems.
I know what you're talking about.
That's a problem. I mean, shouldn't they put all that on a cloud somewhere? Or, I don't know. Yeah, you shouldn't have.
It would be on a cloud, but how are you going to access it? I don't know.
Yeah, get a ladder. Hard to get that ladder to stay on that cloud while you climb up it.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It's it's pretty rural around here. In fact, when I need to make a telephone call, a lot of times I have to climb up the telephone pole. Remember, like on Green Acres, you had to climb the telephone pole to make a phone call.
Well, when I lived in the mountains in the 80s, that's when they were actually more like car phones at that time. They really had, but you had to kind of move around in the car to get to where you could get a connection to use them,
Funny. That's funny. Yeah, I miss the old days. I think things were better in the old days.
Yeah. Even like when I moved to North Carolina in the 80s, and we only had to dial the 4 numbers for the phone.
Really? 4 numbers?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it was local, just dial the 4 numbers. You didn't have to dial the first 3, just the last 4 numbers at that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
When we moved into our
That was
second
kind of
house,
cool.
we moved to our second house in Mound, we had a party line. So when you want to make a phone call, you pick it up, and someone's already talking on it. Hey, Junior, can you get off the phone? Pretty soon I need to make a call. Yeah, just a minute, man. I'm talking to someone. Like, what?
Yeah.
Party
Kids nowadays would not have a clue. They would not have a clue.
No.
They really wouldn't.
And they also wouldn't have a clue about, I don't know if you watch the Zoso Dude or not, but he does the call-in thing where you dial. And remember the old rotary dials where you had to you had to wait for it to come back. You try to dial fast. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. But tonight he had an issue because his OBS, when he went in, everything was down. So he's doing the call-in, and we're saying we can't hear the caller. And what it was, he figured it out at the very end. He's trying to figure out, we could barely hear. He was not using the microphone through the OBS. He was using the microphone, I guess, through the computer or whatever. So it's just like at the very end. So tonight he had something new and different, technical issues for Forzo tonight.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sure he was stressing about that because, he's...
Oh, it probably kills him. It probably kills him because he tries so hard.
He's so good. He's such a good guy. I mean,
he is. It was like when what's it been like 3-4 months ago when I did my face plant, and he just had come on a Saturday night doing music, and I told him I had taken a little tumble. No sooner than because he reads all the show notes, all the chat after the show, and I see my phone ringing, and it's Zozo calling from Oregon, like at about 11 o'clock at night. He said, "What did you do?" So he's such a genuine, sweet person. He really is.
Yes, he
was like, "You're not 19 anymore."
You took a tumble?
I was living one of my favorite haunts. It's maybe 3.5 months ago, and I went the side door out, and I went back the next day. Their sidewalk was lifted up like maybe 1.5 to 2 inches. I tripped over that and did a face plant. Those underground utility boxes. So I cut my bottom lip, the inside and the outside, and it was just like I was so scared because blood just gushing everywhere. So I felt my teeth. My teeth were all there. So I just went home, and that's when I got home, and I just had put like paper towel and ice on there to try to I looked like Bubba Gump for about a week. So it's still recuperating. But I went back tonight because I stopped there on the way home because I had mentioned to them that I'd fallen. The waitress said, "Yeah, I tripped out there too." Well, I left tonight. They got a big orange cone out there, but I didn't really pursue it because where I work, I'm doing the laser. They're for free, so they're treating the area. So the little scar tissue they're treating with laser. So, and it's free. So if it hadn't been, we would have gone back and said, "Hey," But I've been going there for probably 20 years. So I don't want to make a scene or anything like that. But if it is dangerous, I skinned my knee and cut my toe. I just went, and I know they know something had to happen because there was like blood everywhere on the sidewalk. But anyway, but it's getting better. We're getting better. We're doing good.
I remember the very first time I skinned my knee when I was a kid on the sidewalk. And I looked at my knee and the skin was gone. I looked at the sidewalk. I was trying to find a piece of skin to put back on.
Oh no.
Couldn't find it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Skin knees are not fun. In fact, my knee is the hardest part because it's the little bendy part. So you're bending it all the time. It's still recuperating. My knee is.
Yeah.
But my sister fell too. And then my stepfather, when because with the blood clots, I worked cardiology for 13 years. Somebody's got swelling and pain in the leg, you send them for an ultrasound, which he went to urgent care. they said, oh, that's probably a cardiac issue. So they put him on Lasix. Well, it wasn't the Lasix. The Lasix made his blood pressure drop. So when he stood up, he fell. He broke his back. When he got to the hospital, that's when they did the ultrasound to find out he has a blood clot in his leg.
Oh my God.
Yeah, incompetence. It's just like, so he's got skinned up knees too. So we all have skinned up knees.
Back? Oh my God.
Yeah. Which my back's been broken too, but he just did. I mean, it's not. They're just putting me in a brace. So yeah. So he's in rehab right now.
Oh my. That's boy. That's something else. You know, I used to have 2 kidneys. Did you know that? I used to have 2 kidneys. Now I have 2 adult knees, and it's a problem. Let me tell you.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
That's my own joke. That's an Aaron Moriarty original.
That's good.
I'm pretty proud of it, and I probably say it too often, but it's my kidney joke.
I'll have to remember that one.
Yeah.
I'll credit you.
Oh, that's okay. That's great. Spread the joy. You know, I making people laugh is the thing. You know, it's a higher vibration. It's the highest vibration. Laughing. It's a wonderful thing. And you know, I think that actually the sound of laughing probably helps us too, because you know our voices have power, and they have. Have you ever heard anything called psionics? It's where you can tell certain parts of your body, or any part of your body, like your hand is hurting. Fix yourself, hand, and you say it with emotion, and so your voice is tuned to your body, and you can help your body heal just by commanding it with emotion, because it's the emotion that causes your intentions to happen. So try that.
Okay.
See how it works.
I will.
And so yeah, psionics. Tell yourself to get better. Yeah. Don't get better soon. Get better now. Right?
Right.
Yeah. Now, my father did have other comorbidities, but he did die of a blood clot in his lung. So I'm still thinking it was that.
I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah. Well, and two, I was reading somewhere about the vaccines affecting backs at some point, you know, and both my mom and my stepfather have had back issues all this year, not just with him falling, but he's had issues, and so has my mom. And I'm thinking it's probably all connected with them getting the jab, you know.
Could be. I have another one. Maybe you could tell them to cheer them up. You tell them, say, I have a weak back. I got it about a week back.
That's good.
I've had a back problems myself, and knee problems. I actually have had plenty of knee problems. I don't have any cartilage left in my knees, but it's been like that since I was about 20. So yeah.
That's painful. Yeah. I don't have knees, but I do have back because I did break mine many years ago. But,
how did you break your back?
So,
skiing?
Yes. How did you guess?
Because I almost died skiing. My only time I went skiing, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die on this mountain.
Oh.
But yeah.
No, I enjoyed it. I mean, I had been skiing all day, and this guy was engaged at the time. We had a little discussion because he was trying to keep up with me, and he couldn't. And so he said, okay, you do what you're going to do, I'm going to do. And I went, thought, one more run. No, I should have quit. But the thing is, because see, I was on scholarship another lifetime ago. When I was 13, I was on scholarship with a ballet company. So I was in very good condition at the time, and probably best in my life. So, and it just that I was so mad at myself for doing it, but it wasn't my fault. I was coming down, and instead of doing the moguls, I was doing the smooth part, and this person came out at mid-station straight out in front of me without looking, and I tried to get around him, and I almost cleared him, but I just caught the back of his skis with the front of my skis, and remember Wide World Sports when they had the agony of defeat?
Oh,
That was
no.
me. That was me.
That was you?
I'm just kidding.
That's what it felt like? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, yeah, I heard the first impact. I heard the crack, and then I did a couple more little tumbles, and I knew, that was it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So, but that was a long time ago, though. I mean,
I was
but
taking
you just live with it.
I was taking out moguls with my face because I was sliding down the mountain, and
Oh, no.
because I was just going straight down, and I didn't know how to do it. I never skied
Oh,
before. And the girl I went there with, she said, "Go to the bunny hill. I'm going over here to the intermediate." I went, what? So I went to the bunny hill. As soon as I mastered the bunny hill, I thought, I'm ready for the intermediate, right? No, because I didn't know how to go side to side. I didn't know how to do that. So I was just going straight down this mountain in the White Mountains, New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept wiping out, and my foot came out of the boot, and the boot was still on the ski. I had to climb back up the mountain. All these skiers are flying over me. And this really nice, I've told this story about this before, but this really nice black guy, he's wearing a silver hat, silver jacket, silver gloves, silver skis. Everything was silver. And he had a French accent. And he said, "Oh my, you can't go straight down. You have to go side to side. You lift this one, you go this." And he was teaching me how to do it. And after I got the hang of it, I said, "Wow, man, you saved my life. What's your name?" He goes, "They called me the Silver Streak." And away he went.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's cool. Oh, good. Did you ever go skiing again after that?
Never.
Never.
No. That's probably why I'm still alive. But I almost died when I was in second grade. First grade or second grade. It was the first time ever riding a 3-speed bike. I had a 3-speed Schwinn. And I was riding, wow, this is so fun, riding the bike. All of a sudden, I'm going towards this hill's going to go down and on a road. And there was some kids playing, and there was a car coming up the hill. And there was like very little space between the kids and the car. And I thought, uh-oh. And I didn't know how to do the handbrakes. I'd never been on this bike before. I was pedaling backwards. I was freaking out.
Did you go over the front? Did you go over the front of the handbar?
I had to make a split decision. I had to think, okay, am I going to hit the kids or am I going to hit the car? I thought, I don't want to hurt any kids. So I turned into the car and I fell down, and I saw the tire stop right before my face.
Oh, my goodness.
And then while I was down there, I heard a scream, and this woman screaming, and she jumps out of the car, and I could see these pink fuzzy slippers that she was wearing. And she was free. "Oh my God, are you okay?" It's like, yeah, I'm okay. And after that, though, I started taking a lot more chances because I thought, oh, I should have been dead. This is extra life. I'm going to take more chances now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow.
I probably would have died. I don't know how I didn't pass away from that.
Somebody was looking out for you, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there must have been, huh? That was freaky. But yeah. Yeah, that was freaky. Freaky. Wow. Well, wow, it's 12:22 here now, and you're alone in the clubhouse. Are you going to be okay walking home?
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, I got my car.
You get your car. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry to take up your show here.
No, I'm glad you called. I'm so glad you called because I love it when people call, because now we have a voice to place with personality, and you got me curious about water witching now. So.
Oh, okay. Fun.
It sounds like fun.
Have you ever heard of it before?
Oh yeah. I think we tried that when we were kids with sticks.
Yeah, yeah, they do with there's like I think, is it a wheel or something? But the one when I did it, it was like L-shaped copper rods.
Hmm.
So you hold the one end, you just hold it loosely, and then when you get across wherever the water is, they cross each other.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we were doing the branch, like it's like,
Yeah, I'd love to try that. I would love to try that.
yeah. One time when we were little kids, it was a hot summer day. We were living in Mound, Minnesota, birthplace of Tonka Toys, and it was a really hot day. And we thought, you know what? It's hot. Let's do a rain dance. So we did a rain dance, and all of a sudden it started raining. And there
Cool.
were no clouds before that. And then there were like 4 or 5 of us there. And then all of a sudden one of us said, hey, that was pretty neat. Well, let's make it snow. So we did a snow dance, and it started to snow.
Oh, that's wow.
At first, and then all of a sudden we just kind of all screamed and ran home. It's like, ah.
Oh, well, maybe you've got something there.
Maybe it was one of the other kids. Maybe there was an American Indian in that group or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, my grandma's Indian.
Oh, really?
My grandma's Native American. Yeah.
Aha. That's why. Now, what kind of Indian do you know?
I don't know. She was Native American and Scottish. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
And then her mom, my great grandmom, she was full-blood Indian. Yeah. She was tiny, because I remember we had a family reunion. It was back in Alabama, and her clothes were actually in dressers, so she were ankle length, and they came about to mid shin on me. She had 11 kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she carried a little pipe in her apron, and she cut her own tobacco. And yeah, it was kind of neat. So yeah, I do have Native American in my background. So.
Interesting. I don't know if I do or not. Irish, English, French, Dutch, German, all kinds of things.
Well, I have German on both sides.
Yeah.
Both my grandfathers were German. I've got Irish, Scottish, I think some French, maybe. That's about it.
Yeah. I think people are like dogs, because the best dogs are the mutts, right? So, but the whole idea of dogs being purebreds is a fallacy, because all dogs came from 4 different kinds of wolves. So they are the only purebreds. The rest are just genetic manipulations through selective breeding,
Yeah. My sister fostered a dog last year, and now they have him as a rescue. The family gave him up because he's diabetic. He's gorgeous. He's a golden retriever, Cocker Spaniel, and Dachshund. This dog is elegant. He's such a sweet dog too. But yeah, he's on 2 shots of insulin a day.
What?
But he's beautiful. Yeah.
How did the dog get that? I mean, probably all of the breeding.
Yeah. I don't know. He when he was 3 years, about 3, when they got him. That's when the family had given him up, because I guess they probably couldn't afford it. So yeah, he's with them 24/7. He's around them all the time. Great dog. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I want to thank you so much for calling in, Gloria.
Okay.
Really made the show. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you for putting up with me.
Hey, you're great. And I want you to watch your step when you get out of your car.
I will.
Watch out for those sidewalks.
The speed bump, the little concrete things for the cars. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing good. Well, you take care too. I enjoyed talking with you.
Thank you. I enjoyed talking with you too. Call in again, and we'll hope to see you.
I will.
We're going to be back again Friday night, so maybe we'll see you again.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. Okay. All right. We'll have a great evening.
Thanks.
Okay. All righty. Bye-bye.
Okay. Wow. Gloria Paddock, our friend Gloria. That was fun. All right. Oh, Mad Paj says, my buddy had a cat with diabetes. He got to the point where he could give the cat his insulin shot and the cat wouldn't even wake up. Cats with diabetes. Dogs with diabetes? That's weird. Isn't that weird? I don't know. It's bizarre. That is bizarre. Well, folks, oh, Carl to go is here too. Hello, Carl. I want to thank everyone who came by today. I think we're going to put a cap on it tonight. It's getting kind of late. We got another show on Friday, so be up for that. Friday night, we'll be here, be there, or be square. And I want to thank the mods. You guys are rock. And Mud Rabbit, you're going to get the Popple book. So, and Special K says, awesome call, Gloria Paddock. Glad you called. Yeah, I'm glad she did too. Yes. Thank you. Dowsing rods. Yes. James Rohrback. Good to see you too. And I hope to see you all back again on Friday because you guys rock. You rock. And you're the reason I come back here because there's no place on earth I have more friends than right here. So thank you very much. You guys rock. And so keep your cameras and your phones ready so you can take a picture of that UFO when it goes overhead and you can come on to the Truth Quest and talk about it. Until then, until Friday, and that'll be after my little short gig. Peace in.